Ah, gambling. Truly one of life's worst addictions. An outlet that will surely allow you to throw your entire life away after one night on the town at your local Chino. If you really wanted to go all out, of course. A vicious cycle of wins and losses that can truly suck people in. Allow people to feel bigger than they are. It's glorified in the movies, it shines bright on the Vegas Strip. It's unbelievably appealing yet not forgiving at all. I would know this because all I've ever done is lose. But what happens when the gambling world goes fully digital? No, not like that digital. I mean like this. Video game gambling. One of the most beautiful parts of modern day gaming is the ability to take extreme, sometimes life-risking type of risks without having to face any consequences at all. It is because of this that we get so caught up in these virtual worlds due to the amount of time that can be spent exploring the unknown or destroying your enemies, let's say. Murder is not legal in real life, but do you know what is? Gambling. So why would it be entertaining at all to go big and throw all your chips in if it's worth nothing?
Shit. I mean, cool, whatever.
It's precisely due to the lack of consequences and risk. Walking up to a poker table in a fake world is the more modest, slower paced side to your favorite shooter, thrill-inducing action games. But think about the attention to detail that has to go into this fake gambling to make you care. Make you feel like you really are gonna lose your kid's entire college fund. There's a lot to be said when a game like Red Dead Redemption 2 that has nothing to do with poker is able to draw me into a table with a bunch of drunks, making me want to steal all their moonshine money. Your cash that you earn is quite insignificant throughout the course of the game after acquiring all the weapons and clothes that you want. Yet the small talk at the table and a chance for a reward in any sort of way,
New today would be a good one.
that sweet victory feeling, is worth your time if you like playing real poker. I find myself going all in like a degenerate in games with hopes of winning big, knowing that I'm not actually going to lose real cash.
Right. No messing. All in.
I ain't buying it.
All I'm losing is my precious time on this planet playing fake slots. Gambling in video games to me seems to be one of the best ways to connect with these AI characters. Take Poker Night at the Inventory, for example. The game immediately draws you in with its charisma after just a few hands of play. One deal of the river and the characters are already trashing one another with their wittiness and charm. The players want to win, and hell, so do I. The lack of risk allows me to just go all in more often than I would at the real poker table, just to get a glimpse at what this cute, rambunctious bunny is going to say to me when I do it.
Enjoy! Don't put your mouth on that, though. I can't speak to its cleanliness.
Brilliant. If you're feeling that playing with fake money against fake people or animals isn't enough for you, then take a look at a game like Prominence Poker, for example. A free-to-play game where you can throw your chips in against actual real players. It's a different dynamic with this one. There's a slight riskier feeling because of the fact that these are real players. Knowledge of the game and wits become a lot more apparent when you're playing against actual friends and you want to be able to talk trash. One of the most enjoyable parts about fake gambling, if you ask me. Pull out your best bluffs and go all in just to confuse the out of everyone at the table. Prominence Poker is truly just some good old-fashioned fun and could maybe even help you understand the game of poker itself better so that you don't throw away your rent money IRL. We as players find ourselves getting lost in even the most obscure environments, and we're also typically given a limited amount of currency, especially in open world games. These circumstances help truly bond the player to the economy of the game, no matter the setting that you're in. If there's a minigame to be played, especially one that requires you to front a portion of your in-game currency, then you're in it, and the competition is as fierce as ever.
Luck's finally on my side.
Okay.
We've talked plenty about one of my favorite addictions, poker, and also one of my favorite side things to do in video games. But what about slots, baby? That's real gambling. The easiest way to throw your money down the drain, if you ask me.
I'm only burning my half. All you care about is money.
And in terms of video games, what's the best one that unlocked this inner degenerate and exposed us to the gleaming lights of Las Vegas? That's right, New Vegas. This game is absolutely horrific and ugly in terms of the atmosphere and the depressing post-apocalyptic world. You will question everyone you encounter. You will question your own sanity. But when you want to kick back and put the ugliness behind you, you could head on over to the New Vegas Strip and enjoy blowing all your hard-earned caps. We got blackjack, Jack Black, we got roulette, and of course those aforementioned slots. You would think in a world where we only have bottle caps left to hold some level of value and to work as a form of currency, that casinos would cease to exist, but that's the beautiful part of this game's shtick. Throughout all the guts and gore, the conniving gangsters, these annoying-ass lizards that chase you through the desert, there's something magical about this game's gambling scene that was drawing me in even as a young boy playing this game for the first time. It can be just magical to waste all of that in-game currency, the one that you had to kill so many men to acquire. I think with Fallout New Vegas, fake gambling is even more attractive. I mean, think about it. All the goblins and ghouls that you have to take down in order to gain some level of riches out there in the wasteland, just to show off your wealth in that sweet outfit of yours once you open the doors to the Sierra Madre. I'm looking dapper as ever, by the way. Now, all the video games that I have discussed have quite minimal reward for becoming an in-game degenerate, other than wasting your own time. But let's turn the table to Borderlands and just how lost you can become in the pubs due to the in-game slots rewards. Borderlands is a franchise beloved by so many, and one of the biggest parts about the core game itself is its looting system and seemingly endless arsenal of weapons. So in a game where loot and money found throughout the world matters most, what would be the best way to get the player to spend some of that hard-earned cash? You guessed it, slots. The slots and gambling system as a whole are just different in Borderlands because there's always the slight chance of winning big. The slight chance of getting an item that actually holds value to the player and can be used throughout the whole course of the game. It's the perfect way to get players hooked on these damn machines, and I did some digging on the statistics of it all. You have about a 1 in 4 chance to get some money back with each spin, that being the highest probability. And all the way on the tail end, you have orange legendary weapons with a whopping 0.02% chance of pulling. In other words, a 1 in 5,461 chance. Gearbox, you really nailed it. You help contribute to my fascination of playing slots and sports betting. Thank you. Well, what have we learned today? We've learned that even in a virtual setting, gambling can be as fun and also as dangerous as ever. The risk to reward ratio is skewed and much different when your brain isn't operating in real life scenarios with real life money. It's a lot easier to get blown up by a slot machine, or to kill everyone at the table and take their money by force. But most importantly, it's about maintaining your sanity, keeping a level head, having a good poker face, and being a respectful player.
Think I'll have another drink and go see your wife.
All right.